Hey there, I'm Jared. I'm on the product team at FieldPulse, and we have several updates we're excited to share for you and your teams as you head into the spring season. FieldPulse is excited to announce our partnership with CompanyCam. If you're not familiar, CompanyCam is a digital file sharing app using cloud storage. So if you have technicians that no longer work for you or they're out of the office and you need access to the files, CompanyCam takes care of that for you by having all information stored in one place. If you go to company settings, you can integrate for free if you have a CompanyCam account. Now, if you integrate them together, any customer records that don't yet exist in CompanyCam will be synced over and create a project from FieldPulse into CompanyCam and sync the files between the two records. So in this example, I just recently created this customer, Saxon CompanyCam. And right as I created her, what we did in the background was looked at her address and then communicated with CompanyCam and identified that that was not a project yet on CompanyCam, so we created it on the fly. Here on my CompanyCam account, you can see that Saxon CompanyCam was created as a project, and the address from CompanyCam matches with the address in FieldPulse. And in CompanyCam, you can see I have this photo right here of these two men working, and once that was added through CompanyCam, you'll now see it automatically in FieldPulse in the file section for that associated record. Now this is really helpful because now you don't have to send your customers two different emails when you're done with a job. One from CompanyCam saying, hey, here's all the before and after pictures, and then here's an invoice or a job report from FieldPulse. Now you can actually combine those communications directly from FieldPulse because we have access to all of those CompanyCam files. Now for your technicians on the mobile app, they can still take pictures as they normally would using FieldPulse, but they'll see a new button that says take photo in CompanyCam, and it'll kick them over to the CompanyCam app just to streamline the process. That way we know exactly where to put the photo within FieldPulse. It could be on the customer record, it could be on a specific estimate, invoice, or job or project related to that customer in FieldPulse. We have two other integrations and partnerships that we're really excited to announce. The first is the Seal. If you're not familiar, the Seal is a reputation management software which integrates with FieldPulse and lets you do two things. You can now do background checks that get sent from the Seal to FieldPulse and to your customers. That way, if they have someone coming to their house to perform a job or to give them an estimate, someone they don't know, the Seal helps streamline this process so that way they feel comfortable knowing who's coming to their home. They are a third-party reputation management software that will send the background check directly to your customer with a photo of the technician, just so they feel comfortable working with you and your business. Where it integrates with FieldPulse, and you can check it out here in our help center, is it connects our automatic communication messages such as, hey, I'm on the way, or hey, I've assigned someone to do the job at your house. It will automatically send that communication to your customers for you. Another integration and partnership that we recently did was with XAAP AI. If you're not familiar, XAAP AI is a chat widget that can integrate directly onto your own website. So if you've ever seen a chatbot in the corner of a website that maybe chats with you or you can search in it, that's what XAAP AI does. But where it integrates with FieldPulse is really unique. You can see here a couple examples in our Help Center that XAAP AI syncs customers and jobs directly into our product. So the way to think about it is a customer goes to your website, they say, hey, what are your hours? XAAP AI can answer that automatically for them. And if they say, hey, I need someone to come tomorrow to fix a leak in my kitchen, XAAP AI can actually create a job automatically in FieldPulse. You can still review it to finalize any details, but it really helps streamline the process, especially if you don't have anyone working or it's late at night and someone has an emergency service. XAAP AI takes care of all of that for you. If you haven't used our new custom forms product, we highly recommend it. We have two new updates that will be really pivotal for anyone using the feature or anyone interested in checking it out. The first one is the PDF upload. Now, you might be familiar with our PDF filler tool. Custom forms is the newer version of that. But up until recently, we didn't support PDFs on the form itself. So imagine you're coming onto FieldPulse, or maybe you have an inspection form PDF that you've been using for years at your business and you don't want to recreate it. You can do that now in FieldPulse. So whenever you create a custom form, you'll notice this big green button that says Import PDF. So in this example, I have an inspection form on my computer that I've already created in a different software, and my team maybe has been using it for a long time. And this is really cool. So once you upload the PDF, assuming it's a true PDF file that was created in a tool like Acrobat or something like that, while we do support JPEGs, PNGs, those are really just images, so there's not a lot we can do with them other than mark up on top of them. But if it's a true PDF form, once uploaded, we let you select which pages you want to upload, click Submit, and you'll notice here that we automatically place all of the fields for you. So if I zoom in here, what you can see is that this is an original checkbox I created in a different software. But if you want someone actually interacting with it in FieldPulse, To save you time, we're able to automatically identify the types of fields, place names on them, check if it's a date field, multi-select, drop-down, you name it. Now, whenever I send this to my customers or I fill it out internally, it'll be extremely easy. Another cool feature, and I'll show this here in the preview mode. So imagine one of your technicians or customers is filling out a PDF form on their phone. This is really hard to see. There's not much we can do about that. However, if you turn on this toggle to display fields only, what we do is actually clean up the form to make it much more user-friendly as you're swiping on your phone, or if you're in your car or out in the field to fill out the form for you, just for ease of use. Now, another custom form feature I want to share with you are related fields. We've had these for quite some time where you can automatically populate information into a form based on the record it's associated with. For example, if the record associated with a customer pulls in the customer's name, it'll automatically say, hey, this belongs to Jared. But what we didn't have until recently was a way to really support when there's multiple related fields on an individual record. Let me show you an example. So I have a project called Home Remodel. This has several comments, estimates, invoices, jobs, you name it. Now, if I want to fill out a form, and I'll do a FieldPulse test form here, how does FieldPulse know which of those customers or jobs information to pull in since this project has several? You'll now notice that anytime there's a field when there's multiple potential values, we'll show them in this dropdown for you before you send it to the customer. So here you can see there's 2 different locations and you can select it before you send it out or fill it out. Or maybe there's multiple customers. Maybe it's a father and son business, and for this form, you're sending it to the son to do final sign-off. You can see here that there's 2 options, the primary contact and additional contact. This will happen automatically. There's nothing you need to do to make it happen. Just a nice added benefit of using custom forms. Now, this next feature is really small, but it's been one of FieldPulse's most requested features over the last 12 months. So if you go to your profile and click on My Settings, you'll notice there's a default starting calendar date. Some people prefer the calendar to start on Sunday. Some people prefer it to start on Monday. Very small feature, but we hope it helps avoid confusion, and we really appreciated the feedback. So now I have it set to Monday, and you can see in this example, if I'm on the list week view, the first day I see here is Monday instead of Sunday, or if you want it to be Sunday instead of Monday, if that's the way in which you work, you can do both options. This applies both to the mobile app and the desktop. If you're using FieldPulse to place purchase orders with suppliers or to print out PO PDFs or pick lists, anything like that, we have a new feature that will be really helpful for you. If you head to your company settings and go to orders and go to line item custom fields, you'll notice a new option to import or create new custom fields. Think of these like things that really help your ordering process or help your team in the warehouse get extra context or information about every little item that they're ordering on a purchase order. For instance, you can see here that I could name a field and make it a date type, a number type, a dropdown. A really specific example of this might be, did the product arrive damaged? Or is it on back order? Just any additional information you need to share with your team to smooth out the ordering process. So if I go to one of my purchase orders, click on one here, I'll just go ahead and add some items on one of these so you can see the purchase order line items. I'll add this water tank. You'll see here if I scroll to the right, not only do we have the basic information like unit cost, here are all those custom fields for me to fill out. Again, these are optional to use, but it's really easy. I just click here, I say, hey, item condition good, maybe it's damaged. If I want to specify the arrival date, maybe I even want to take some miscellaneous notes, I can put all the information here. And you can choose whether or not these show to the supplier or if you want them only for internal use. And one of the last things we want to show you is if you use our Engage product, this is something many of you have been asking for quite some time, and we're really excited to announce that now we have ring duration customization. If you go into Engage, click Settings, and then click Ring Duration, you'll see 2 options. One is letting you control how long the phone line rings before the voicemail picks up. Really simple. You can do 5 seconds, which would be really fast. You can do 50 seconds if sometimes you have a big office or it just takes you a minute to get to the phone. Or you can do ring duration specifically for the sequential call rings. So imagine you call person A and they don't answer, so it gets kicked over to person B, to person C, so on and so forth. You might not want someone to be transferred to a different phone line in that phone tree every 10 seconds, but maybe after 50 seconds of ringing, you want it to be moved over to that next person. We have a couple other features we're really excited to share with you. Check out our Help Center to learn more about these product updates. And if you liked what you saw and you're not a customer, you can always book a demo with one of our team members. Thanks for watching.